Hi there. My name is Yochai Eisenberg, and I'm a co-PI for the award entitled Crowd and AI Tools to Map, Analyze, and Visualize Sidewalk Accessibility for Inclusive Cities. We have a great research team with our PI from the University of Washington and co-PIs from the University of Illinois at Chicago and Easter Seals, a prominent national disability organization. Our project partners include several of the Chicago region's transportation and planning agencies, as well as civic leadership and disability organizations. This project is working to develop crowd and AI tools to map, analyze, and visualize sidewalk accessibility because we want to find out how these tools can support city planning efforts to remove barriers experienced by people with disabilities in order to help stakeholders better understand how to build inclusive cities. We're involving our community partners through an advisory board meetings and targeted workshops in the development of the Project Sidewalk tool itself, computer vision models and experiments, crowdsourcing validation, and sidewalk equity studies, to name a few. All towards the aims of achieving our outcomes for socio-technical tools for sidewalk assessment, crowd and AI data collection and assessment techniques, and an open source urban accessibility analysis and visualization tools. Our research is addressing the lack of data on sidewalk accessibility that limits how sidewalk accessibility can be studied in cities, limits the ability for communities, advocacy groups, and local governments to make informed planning decisions. This project incorporates a co-design approach with both disability organizations and local government stakeholders to shape the development and implementation of the tools for sidewalk accessibility. We're primarily focused in the Chicago area, as well as in several selected cities in the US, Mexico, and Netherlands. We anticipate that our project will advance the understanding of stakeholder needs and opportunities for socio-technical tools to support planning of accessible sidewalks, civic engagement, advocacy, and trip planning, as well as the development and evaluation of crowd and AI sidewalk data collection and assessment techniques to improve the scalability, reliability, and better support diverse stakeholder needs. In our project, we conducted some co-design workshops to better understand the purpose and usage of sidewalk accessibility data, as well as to understand the barriers and facilitators to stakeholder adoption. These are some of the quotes from those. We are conducting a validation study to compare official government data that we obtain through data sharing agreements with data collected via Project Sidewalk and determine the strengths and weaknesses of each. And finally, we have worked with our community partners to deploy Project Sidewalk in several communities, including in Oradell, New Jersey, Amsterdam, Mexico, and some Chicago area pilot sites, while also developing service learning curriculums as part of those. In our community co-design workshops, we learned that community stakeholder groups have concerns about data accuracy, data accessibility and involvement of people with disabilities, data transparency and centralization. Thus, we identified and are adjusting our projects to address this need to develop an implementation protocol standardized so that it's part of the deployment resources for communities using the crowd and AI tools. We're going to be developing strategies to recruit and train raters with disabilities to participate more in the ratings, as well as examine potential for merging the sidewalk data collection tools with existing technologies. Finally, from the examination of existing government data, we learned the most common data features and collection methods used that guided methods of data analysis and processes of merging and comparing data. Our anticipated outcomes and successes for the next year are to develop standardized implementation protocol for Project Sidewalk that can lead communities from initiation to deployment, to solidify service learning curriculum with partners and pilot it in both formal and informal learning environments, and to advance our deep learning for sidewalk assessment work through some of these examples. Thank you.